I'm Ashton Addison from Blockwest Capital for Investment Pitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Rodolfo Andragnes, the founder of the LaBitConf Conference in El Salvador, and also the president of the Latin America Bitcoin Foundation, among other things. Rodolfo, welcome to the show, and thank you for taking the time to come on.
Thank you, Ashton. I'm pleased to be here.
Likewise, I'd love to kick off our conversation by hearing a little bit about the upcoming LaBitConf in El Salvador. I know this is one of the longest standing conferences in Latin America, which is an achievement on its own in the Bitcoin world. And I'd love to hear a little bit more.
Actually, it's the longest running conference in the world, not in Latin America.
Wow.
And it's the most, yes, it's since 2013. It's the only Bitcoin conference that kept running since then. And it's the only one that started at that time and kept the name Bitcoin in it. Yes. So these are two big milestones, I guess, that are behind LaBitConf. And it's the main conference in the region by far in Latin America. And it's not, the reason for this is that it's not a conference. Yes, it's a whole experience. And what people lives and vibes and when they come down, it's like a mix of sensations and stuff and art and sound and music and mood, and so it's a mix of things plus top tier speakers. Yes, we will have this year. We have big speakers like Elizabeth Stark, Max Kaiser, James Locke, Tad Hedrika, Newberry, like Cordevs, Giacomo Zucco, and we will have the ambassador of El Salvador in US, and finally also the president of the country, Nayib Bukele. So it's a very top tier conference. We usually have top tier speakers, yes, but it's not the thing I like most of the event. Yes, the content is very focus driven. I mean, we write the content and then we invite people to it. But the mood, coming down, enjoying LaBitConf is like the big part of the conference.
Incredible, Rodolfo. And yeah, longest Bitcoin conference in the world. That's incredible. I'm sure over the past 7 or 8 years, as the cryptocurrency industry continues to grow, even more so right now, with the president of El Salvador and the country getting involved, this could be one of the most anticipated conferences yet.
Eventually, I like every conference I do. It's yes, it's very anticipated. Yes, locally there is a big thing about the this year we're doing this together with Bitcoin Magazine, together with Talentland, which is the biggest digital events in the region, and together with Blockchain Summit Latam. I invited them to join and coordinate this event. So the guys of Bitcoin 2021, yes. Because we are not-for-profit, yes, since 2013, since we started. So we don't compete with people. We don't compete with other conferences. We don't compete with, I share my sponsors, I share my speakers, I share everything, yes. And so we created this Bitcoin Week, which starts with a hackathon. Yes, we have over 700 people already registered for the hackathon, online and offline. And then we have then Adopting Bitcoin, which is another conference. Yes, it's occurring on the same week of LaBitConf. We try to connect somehow that activities Tuesday and Wednesday. But on Wednesday, we start a very open, free, community-driven content in Spanish for the local people. Yes, with open mic, ask me anything. Also, just to be sure they get the basics information by why Bitcoin, beyond the Chivo, beyond the law, beyond the government, beyond the politics, beyond the remittances, why Bitcoin. And then we have Thursday and Friday, yes, the most Bitcoin tetchy, not tetchy, but the Bitcoin power content, yes, why Bitcoin revolution, Bitcoin in the governments, I mean, all these concepts. El Salvador, we had 3-4 talks about El Salvador as an opportunity, what it meant to go from 0 to 4 million people in the Chivo wallet, what it means, which is the whole plan for El Salvador in strategy, which is the whole strategic technologies plan for El Salvador. So we have some El Salvador content, yes, and some discussions about mining role in society and Bitcoin as a universal income distributor. But that's Thursday. And on Friday we have we're going more into the technical aspects, yes. The road to privacy on Bitcoin, Lightning applications, what we need to get legal tenders in other countries, and are we ready for such? So these kind of discussions, yes, and are also on the road. And finally, we end the event with some of the other activities. As I told you outside the camp, I lead like 15 different projects, yes, and some of these are backed by this initial Bitcoin Ibero-American Bitcoin Foundation. And so we are also showing a game that we are launching, yes, in a panel about NFT gaming. We are showing the Blockchain for Humanity Awards, which supports social impact projects. We are showing LaBitConeta, which is a band that travels around Latin America talking about Bitcoin. So we showcase a bit also the ending and the pitching of the hackathon, the final pitch of the hackathon of the winner. So it's that kind of content, plus a huge amount of fun behind this and beyond this. 15 server, we will have music shows during the night with national and international singers, an NFT section and legal clinic. So it's a mix of stuff.
Definitely. Yeah, it sounds really fun. And congratulations on having so many people involved in the hackathon, not just talking, but actually coding, laying lines down to build projects in Latin America. So that's really nice to see. And I feel like this year's edition of the conference could be very special just because of the news from El Salvador and creating a legal tender for Bitcoin. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have an opinion on how that's going in the country so far.
Okay. Two things. First, given that this is happening in the country, yes, the content is driven towards that. Yes, so the content is driven. But beyond that, what is really happening is it's very politicized. Yes, the context here, it's like you have the people okay and happy because Chivo is giving them some utility. Many are also doing trading on Chivo, which is something I don't like that much, but it's also like a tool, becoming a tool to trade with zero fees, yes, for Salvadorians. But there is a big amount of people using the wallet. A big amount of people they went into almost 5 million people. Yes, already have the wallet, about 4.8, 4 point something. But many of them just took the wallet, took the $30, and then they forgot about the wallet. But you have 5 million people already with enough awareness about Bitcoin as an option, as an opportunity, and a wallet. And they have a wallet for it. Yes. So that's our starting point. Yes. We understand that there are politics in the middle. We understand that people might be against, they like the $30, but might be against the fact of Bitcoin. So we are here to talk beyond that. Yes, to try to drive people to understand that beyond the fact of being imposed, beyond the fact that there is a huge opportunity here. Yes, and so that's how I think things need to start going from now on. They did a big effort to introduce Bitcoin to everyone, but not to teach them, and it's okay. It's a ways. Yes, how am I able to teach 5 million people about something that they don't even know, don't even care, so now they're working on these other aspects. Let's teach. Let's invite. But they didn't invite. I came. But let's pray that this kind of action creates attraction, international attraction. let's hope conferences come down. Let's hope people willing to educate comes down. So this is what is happening. It's like perhaps the way was not the one that others would have liked to. Yes, but it's a good way anyway, and it does have the impact of having 5 million people already available to be talked about the Bitcoin.
You're right, Rodolfo, and I completely agree. And I think that this conference is the perfect solution to help educate those locals as well, who now they got their $30, they've heard about Bitcoin, they may not be using it for everyday purchases, but that opens the door to, hey, maybe I should learn more. And that's where LaBitConf comes in handy for those people.
That's exactly the concept of the conference. And as I say, when we are talking about, there are different conferences, yes? And in our case, that's the focus. It's for the Salvadorian to get a deeper understanding of what's the opportunity here. No, it's not on the technical side. It's not yes, we have a Friday technical side, but the concept in general has to do with getting a deeper understanding of the Bitcoin power, of the Bitcoin potential, of the Bitcoin as a social tool for improvement. And that's what we think we need to be working on. And that's, as you said, that's the focus.
Love it, Rodolfo. And I wanted to talk once more about the hackathon and about just driving blockchain solutions throughout Latin America. You know, I know that there's a lot of great projects that have been working for years in Latin America, but I feel like with this introduction into getting more everyday people seeing Bitcoin, that also gets more tech-savvy people interested in potentially developing solutions that could change the region altogether. Are you seeing a lot of innovation through Latin America, through these hackathons and with developers?
When we started the Latin American Bitcoin Conference in 2013, and the reason why we moved the conference from country to country every year was because we are not harvesters. Yes, we're seeders. Yes, we think that we seed content, we seed ideas, and eventually they grow. Yes, eventually 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 people, yes, become entrepreneurs. We are not here to keep making keep making movies. We seed, yes, and we expect that creates value. From the different events that we've been doing, we've seen several projects starting and growing, yes, in base of LaBitConf. And in this case particular, the one in El Salvador, this is the first time we do a hackathon. Actually, the second time we do a hackathon, but the one was in Buenos Aires way back. This has an additional intention, yes, which is not really having these guys winning a prize. We don't care about the $10,000 prize. We care more about the fact of making them to get in contact with blockchain technology. Yes, blockchain is one of the most demanding roles in the industries. Yes, it's like one of the main human resources searches today, and one of the most well paid also. So we think this is something that we need to also show to the people in El Salvador. It's not only about Bitcoin. It's not that Bitcoin now and the side and the light side, and yes, that's one aspect of this. But this might also open you to transparency issues, to efficiency in processes, to government applications, to actually are not yet there with Bitcoin. Also, understanding about blockchain, understanding about programming language, understanding about what else can be done and how technology goes into the layer of trust and decentralization to any process. That's what we experience with the hackathon, and eventually people will.
Great. Love it. Well, thanks, Rodolfo, for coming on. Appreciate it. Thanks to the conference. All the details in the description below, and let's follow up in the near future.
And subscribe.
Thank you so much.